The summarize command is one of the most popular commands in STATA, very useful commands because every time that you're trying to run analysis, the first thing that you probably do, especially when you have continuous variables like age or income, then that will be calculating summary statistics. And that's what the summarize command does. You use it to calculate summary statistics like means and standard deviations and variance and so on for continuous or so-called quantitative variables. So here we have a data set, and what I want to do is I want to go through so much detail about the summarize command. So we're going to talk about when to use it and how to use it, how to run it, the different options that you have. I'm even going to talk about the different system variables that are saved when you run the command so that you should know basically how to utilize those system commands to do other calculations. My name is Alexander from Data for Development. If you're new here, please click on the subscribe button because really that's going to be helpful for us, but it's going to be helpful for you as well. We have so many videos that will be bringing to you and you don't want to miss out. Let's get started right away. So first of all, how do we run this summarize command? Okay, so the way you do it is just types in the command box here down below, you just type summarize. Okay, so that's American English with the Z instead of an S. Summarize followed by the variable name. So here on the right hand side, I do have some variables. So the data that I'm using here is life expectancy World Bank data. This is data that I actually downloaded from the World Bank website. And I have linked in the description where you could actually download this data set for your own practice. Okay, so the variables we have here, we have the country name, we have safe water, health expenditure, population, HIV incidence, and life expectancy. These are the variables that I took from that data set. Now, I want to just summarize safe water. That's percent of people who have access to safe water in the countries that I have in this data set. So that would be, I'm just going to type here safe, and that's it. I'm just going to press enter. And as you can see here, we do have the summary statistics for the safe water variable. And how is that even possible? I just wrote safe as the variable name. That's because we don't have any other variable that starts with SAFE. So STATA is smart enough to know that when I say it's safe, that's a shorthand for the variable safe water. So we just took that variable. Okay, that's neat. Now here we have the variable. We only have one variable, safe water, and then we have the number of observations. So we have 130 countries in this data set. The mean is 73.5, and we have the standard deviation. We have the mean, and that is the minimum. And then we have the maximum, which is 100%. So actually there's a country out there that has, 100% of its population has access to safe water. That is awesome. Now, this is what I do to learn a little bit more about a command. I will go to help. So in the command box, again, I'm just going to go to help space, then type the command that I want help with. That's the summarize command. And press enter. Now that takes me to the help viewer in STATA. One of the great things about STATA is it has really great documentation, as you can see here. So it says at the title here, summarize, it runs summary statistics. And then we have the syntax. So the syntax is basically the format in which you are going to write the command. So we're going to have to start with summarize. That's the name of the command. But notice here that the S and U have been underlined. So that is a shorthand, right? It's basically instead of typing the whole summarize, you can simply type SU. Actually, let me just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to minimize this. So instead of summarize, then safe water, I could just say SU. And as a matter of fact, there's only one variable that starts with an S, safe water. So I'm just going to say SU S. And quickly, I have an output for summarizing safe water right there, which is really awesome. Let's go back to the help viewer. Now, next up after the summarize command, it says you have to specify the variable name or a number of variables. I'm going to show you some examples of how to do that. But first of all, before I go ahead, notice here that the word var list, which is basically short for saying, hey, just plug in the variables that you're trying to summarize here, that has been put into square brackets. And when that happens, it means that part of the command is actually optional. It means you can run the command without even writing here, without actually specifying the variables that you are trying to summarize. Which begs the question, if I don't provide the variables I'm summarizing, then what happens? So what happens is it's going to summarize all the variables that you have in the data set. As a matter of fact, let's try that. So I could just say su and not provide any variable. And when I press enter, you can see that it actually went ahead and summarized every variable, including the country name. And obviously, country names are text. That's why you have just number observations. You have 0. You don't have anything else here because, well, you cannot calculate the mean and standard deviation of text. It has only provided us with mean, standard deviations, and so on for the continuous variables or quantitative variables. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 variables. And I want you to notice here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables first. And there's a line. And it just drew a line just to separate so that you can easily read the output. And then you have the other variable comes down there. I'm explaining that because I'll show you how you can change that. So next, let's talk about what if I want to summarize multiple variables. So let's say I want to summarize safe water and health expenditure. I could do that by just saying su, and then I have safe water, then I have health expenditure. I'm just going to use the shorthands for the variables. I'm just going to start and not necessarily finish the whole variable name because it's too long. So this is perfectly fine. What I've done here, if you can see, there's summarize command, then there's a space, then I have the variable name, then I have a space, then I have another variable name. So let's press enter. And now, as you can see, we have the summary statistics for 2 variables. I have safe water and I have health expenditure. So if you want to run summary statistics for 2 variables or even more variables, all you have to do is mention the variable name, put a space, mention another variable name. That is after you have mentioned the summarize command. So before we actually continue with this video, let me talk about the Data for Development platform. So we do have multiple courses on data analytics on the Data for Development course platform on datafordev.com. For example, we have the data analysis using STATA course, where you're going to learn everything in STATA, starting from how to create your variables, how to put data in, and how to manipulate your variables, transforming your variables, doing things like recode and so on. And we also talk about charts, we talk about descriptive statistics and how you can run some inferential statistics, for example, analysis of variance, t-tests, correlations, and regressions. We even talk about how you can take this output that we have here and actually write it in the APA format in your dissertations, thesis, and everything else. So if you would like to learn STATA in very simple explanations, very practical with how to write the output, then go ahead and go to datafordev.com and take the STATA course, or you can take any other course that we have there as well, or you could just simply buy the Pro membership, which gives you access to all of the courses in our course platform. I have included the link in the description below, so you can go ahead and just click that. Now let's get back to the video. So right now I'm back in the documentation for the summarize command. Now, after the var list, which is what we're looking at, you can specify an if statement. The if statement is actually very important because you can use it to filter the data. So instead of running the summarize command for all the data that you have in the dataset, you can specify which part of the dataset you want to run the summarize command for. So for example, let's actually go ahead and go to the main window here. So let's say, for example, that we would like to summarize the life expectancy. So we need the mean, standard deviation, and so on of life expectancy, but only for those countries where the population that has access to safe water is less than 70%. So the way we're going to do that is we say something like this. So we're going to summarize, okay? We're using the shorthand SU, and the variable we are summarizing in this case is life expectancy. I'm just going to say life. That's going to work. And then you're going to say if, and then we have to specify our condition. So if safe water is, actually we need a space right here. So if safe water is less than, or actually let's just say less than or equal to 70. So it's going to calculate the mean, standard deviations, and so on for the life expectancy variable, but only when the variable safe order is less than 70%. So once I go ahead and press the enter key, so you see that instead of having 206 observations as we had here, we now only have 46 observations. So these 46 observations are those countries whose access to safe order, that is the percent population that has access to safe order, is less or equal to 70%. I think that's extremely useful. So you can use this, for example, to summarize some variable when a certain other variable is with a certain value. So for example, you could summarize age when the gender is, for example, male or something like that. So let's go back to the documentation and find out what else we can do with the summarize command. Okay, so we do have another kind of condition called the in condition. I'm not going to talk much about it, and we can also use some waiting option here. Again, I'm not going to talk about that, but let's talk about the options. So apart from just summarizing and having the output as we have seen so far, we could add even more information to the command so that we can return either fewer or even more output. So for example, the options that we have are the ones that have been documented here. So we have, for example, we could specify the option called detail or the shorthand D to display additional statistics. So apart from the ones that we have, we can have even more output. Let's actually go ahead and run that. But first of all, you have to see that once you write the summarize command and provide the variables that you're running the summarize command for, then you're supposed to put a comma. So you can see here, when you put a comma on the right-hand side, you are now going to be writing the options. So let's go back. And now here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say summarize. I'm going to provide the variable. It's going to be safe order. And then I'm going to put the comma here and put a space. Now, STATA knows that after the comma, we are actually writing the options. So when I type detail, all right, that's my option. Or I could just put the shorthand D and press enter. Notice how this has even more information than what we had at first. So here we had safe order. It only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 statistics in the output, but now we have even more things. So for example, we do have the number of observations, we have sum of weights, we have the mean and standard deviation, and we have the variance, skewness, kurtosis. We even have percentiles, like the most important 25th percentile. We have the 50th percentile, which is also called the median. That's the number at exactly middle point of the distribution. And we have the 75th percentile, also called the third quartile. And getting back to the documentation, you will notice here that we also have this other option called separator, which may be important, especially when you are summarizing so many variables so that the output is much readable. By default, you saw that after every 5 variables, we have a separator. But we could say, maybe let's add a separator, that line, after every 2 variables. So we could put separator and then in brackets, put the number of variables whereby after that number of variables, we're going to have the separator. It's not too important in terms of the analysis. It's just good for readability of your output. So the shorthand for the separator is just SEP. So let's go ahead and see how we can use that. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and say, so I'm not going to provide the variables because I want it to run analysis of all the variables that I have in the data set. So it's just going to be summarized, and then I'm going to put a comma for the options. And then after that, I'm going to add the SEP, all right? And then in brackets, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 and close a bracket like that. So once I press enter, you can notice now we have summarized all the variables in the data set. So country name, safe order, and after every 2 lines, we are drawing a line to separate the output. And then after 2 lines, again, something like that. Now, next up, let's talk about the system variables that are saved when you run the summarize command. So I'm just gonna run a simple summarize command. This time it's going to be for safe order. We have already done this one. So I'm just gonna run it like that. The moment you run that command like that, in the memory in STATA, we have certain variables that are saved. Now, for you to be able to see those variables or those values that have been saved in the memory, you can type return list, right, and press enter. Now, when you say return list, you can actually see all these values that have been saved, and they're exactly the same output that we have right here. Now, if I go ahead and run another command, so let's say summarize save water, but this time I'm going to add the detail option and press enter. Now, let's go ahead and run the return list again. So return list and press enter. You notice that now we have even more output. So we have even more variables that have been saved in memory in STATA, and you could actually use this. So let's take a look at how you could actually use these values. So for example, let's say I just want to display the variable that has been saved. So for example, we have the mean, it's called our mean. The way you do that is just type display, and then you say R in bracket, mean, and close bracket. So the display command is actually going to go into memory and pull out that system saved variable and then show us the value of it from the previously run command. In this case, that's a summarize command. So I'm gonna press enter, and you can see that the value of our mean is 73.5, which is exactly the same value that we have here. So we could actually use that to do some calculations. For example, let's say that I just want the value of the standard deviation to be multiplied by 2. I could actually do that by simply saying display, and then I'm going to say R in bracket SD, then close the bracket. So this would actually display the value of the standard deviation, which is this one. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that to the power of 2. So display the standard deviation that has been saved from the summarize command that we just ran, and then put that to the power 2. And when I press enter, you can see that the value of the standard deviation to the power 2 is 904.78. If you know a little bit of statistics, then you know that that's actually the variance, which is this value we have right here. It's exactly the same value. So that's it about the summarize command. I hope you really liked this video. If you did, please go ahead and click the thumbs up button, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to check out datafordev.com. The link is in the description below, so that you can take one of our courses and really learn statistics using STATA or using SPSS or any other course that we have in our course platform. See you again in the next video.